And now on to some amazing new research on cancer. Cancer is America's second leading cause of death. It kills 1,600 people per day across America, accounting for nearly 1 in every 4 deaths. But a new study out of the University of Kansas may change the prognosis for millions of people. Could cancer be essentially put on pause just by popping a pill? Earlier, I was joined by Dr. Liang Xu, the lead professor on the project at KU, and I started by asking him if this is actually a cure.
Okay, so at KU, we have a team of scientists, including chemists, computer biologists, and cell biologists, working together, try to find the small molecule inhibitor which will inhibit an important oncogene target called HUR, which is highly expressed in many types of cancer. And so far, this HUR is RNA binding protein, have been unable to find a drug. So far, all the effort has been failed. So our team will be able, find a first generation of the inhibitor can block this protein and then improve the therapy for cancer stem cell. So this is a very promising first generation that may potentially lead to a new therapy for cancer.
Now, interesting. So this is a therapy, as you say. So if I understand correctly, this pill isn't actually a cancer cure per se, but more something that can palliate the condition. Is that right?
Yes, correct. As you see, the major concern in clinic now is not the drug, not the effect, but actually the patient first round discovery of cancer, then it goes first round of chemo radiotherapy. They respond quite well. However, once the patient have a tumor shrinked or after surgery, and then the patient went home, maybe some months later or years later, sometimes even 10 years later, patient come back, the tumor recurred with exact same type of cancer. That's because the cancer stem cell hiding somewhere, even not in the original site, but they come back years or even 10 years later. Then that's the case we want to develop a therapy to target the cancer stem cell, get rid of it, and then make sure the tumor will never come back again.
Oh, I see. Now, is this pill supposed to work in concert with other therapies, including the ones that we have now, chemotherapy or radiation therapy, or is this supposed to be something separate?
Yes, they can work together.
And now, what type of cancer has your pill shown to alleviate?
So far, our drug has been effective in all the cancers that have a cell have a high level of this HER target, including many types of cancer, including the breast cancer, prostate cancer, lung cancer, and many types of cancer.
Okay, so that's something with the HUR, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Now, do you think your research is actually helping push forward to maybe someday possibly eliminate cancer entirely?
That's what we hope for, but it will not work alone. But we hope that will be the lead to generate next generation of the better compound will eventually get rid of this tumor recurrence by eliminating cancer stem cells.
So the cancer stem cell that you say can be hidden somewhere else in the body while somebody is going through other types of therapy, including chemo, is that right?
Yes. This is the seed of cancer cell. This originally started the cancer, so we want to get rid of this.
And now, what is the next step for you and your team?
Yes, we are actively pursuing this so-called next generation. Currently, we already moved to the third generation, which have much more potency and specificity. We want the drug that specifically kills cancer cells with high level of this HER target, but not to normal cells. So this is we are actively working on. We are going to have an NCI funded grant to start. So we are very actively to pursue this direction.
That is wonderful news. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Dr. Liang Xu, researcher at the University of Kansas, thank you so much again, and I'm sure millions of people around the world are cheering you on.
Thank you for coming here.